this is a Google My Business profile, also known as a knowledge card or Google Business profile now. So we've got the photos. I love that you've added photos in here. You even have videos, which is cool. So we've got a video where you are, so you're actually, this is how you're burning.
This is, we're testing a product. So that's a fire starter.
Oh.
And my husband didn't believe it was going to work. So we're like, all right, let's go test it. And I'm like, there's going to be people like him that are going to say, does that really work? So I said, well, here's the proof.
Yep. So take that. That's a good video. Take that and then pop it into, I think you can edit videos in Canva or iMovie or Adobe Spark or one of those on your phone. Okay. And then just pop the Milkhouse Gifts logo on it and say new product test fire starter.
Okay.
So I have context as to what it is. I thought it was more so like you're burning some design into wood.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So, and you gotta realize people that are watching the stuff, they need the context. This is absolutely gorgeous.
So one of my blogger friends, she's wicked awesome about letting me bring my products to our photo shoots, and she set this up for me.
That's beautiful. What a nice, and I love the board and everything else. That's so cool. So your husband's doing all the woodworking.
I actually do the bowls and he does more of the cutting boards.
Love it. So here we go. Oh, a little Lazy Susan action, huh?
Yeah. And it was really cool because we made them this year to include that hole in the middle for your umbrella.
Love it.
So we're calling them Lazy Summers.
Lazy Summers. See, again, new product, Lazy Summers, Milkhouse Gifts. Get it at milkhousegifts.com. So just those little things. Now you added these back in May, which is great. Obviously just add more. Yep. When it comes to Google My Business, the big thing is that you're getting points. Have you ever seen the show, The Good Place?
No.
Great show on Netflix with Ted Danson. And Kristen, I don't remember her name, but I don't remember her name. But basically the idea of The Good Place is that the more good things you do, the more points you get. And then if you got enough points, you get into the good place, into heaven. Okay. So this, when we're talking about creating a profile, you need those points to get to the good place, which is showing up here or showing up in the local pack or on maps. Okay. So photos get you points, right? They're called signals. So photos give you points. The more photos and videos you're adding up, the better. Especially your business is so visual in nature. I want to be seeing all your products. I want to see videos of you carving the bowls, of your husband putting together the cutting boards, all different kinds of stuff. Even a video of you and or your husband or together where you're talking about, here's the inspiration for our Lazy Summers. We were thinking about this. We're like, I'm so, like, why can't we figure this out? And then it was that simple. It's like a Shark Tank moment. Put a hole in it. Now we can put it in with the umbrella. So just kind of fun stuff too, that gives a story to the products.
Okay.
What you want to be doing for you, since you're retail, you should be adding up, I would say 2 to 3 photos every week if you can. So call it like 8 to 10 photos every month.
Okay.
Right. And constant drip feed. You have 5 reviews, 5 stars, which is great. So we've got them some time ago, that's no problem. Go back, and I'm sure you've had plenty of customers, even if they're friends, but they've purchased from you, solicit a review.
Okay.
The thing with the reviews though, is I want you to picture, I'm full of like analogies today. I want you to picture like a hospital show, like where the nurse pops in an IV bag, right? So with a saline drip, if the nurse puts the IV into the arm, then obviously it's going to drip, drip, drip. If the nurse squoze the bag, then it would be way too much and the saline would be rejected from the arm, right? Same thing here. If you have reviews coming in once every couple of weeks, so like try to get, 2 reviews every 2 weeks, 4 or 5 reviews a month. That's a good feed. It shows that you're continuing to sell products. Your business is still, active, and it's signaling to Google that you're providing a good experience.
Okay.
You want to drip feed those reviews. So start getting those. Go write out a list of your lowest hanging fruit or your best customers and say, hey, could you leave us a review? Here's the link.
Okay.
Do that with and reviews, again, points. You're getting points. That's a big signal for Google. Your response to reviews is also a signal to Google. It's also getting you points. The other thing that people don't realize is that your response to reviews is actually an SEO benefit. So, so think about this. Whatever they're typing in, Milk House Gifts. So they typed in the name. Great. We're getting some brand recognition. Discussing a custom project with Dale Rand made my wife and me feel valued and important. I love that. Not just as customers. So even if you're talking to someone, you're like, can you write a review about your specific product, the lazy summer, this bowl, this charcuterie board, whatever it is, to have them kind of prompt them to mention that product. But if they don't, your response could say, hey, thank you, Terry. It was so wonderful working with you. Dale and I are really happy that you and your wife are happy. We loved building the XYZ product. Hey, if we ever work together again, maybe we've thought of a great idea for this. So it's an upsell opportunity too.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay. And the cool thing is when you respond to a review, an email is sent to, in this case, Terry or Jeannie. They get an email from Google My Business saying, hey, Rand or Milk House Gifts just responded to your review. Now you're getting another impression in the inbox.
Got it.
So not only that, now you're getting an impression where you're upselling. And now anyone reading these reviews to kind of sniff you out, do their due diligence before they order from you, is now seeing what you made and an upsell. And they're seeing that you're wonderful people to work with.
Okay. Perfect.
So really, really valuable there. You started doing products. Depending on your business category, you can add different products. So you've got the wooden lazy summer, wooden lazy Susan, right? And then you have your wooden pizza peel and wooden pizza cutter, and then wooden cutting board. Awesome. Let's click on one of these and see what you did. Nice. So you've got the photo. Welcome to the new lazy summer. Enjoy this lazy Susan style board. You're doing it right. So you've created this wooden lazy summer, aka lazy Susan. So you're putting the keywords in there. You've got the price in there, which is great. And you filled out the description, which a lot of people don't do. This again, you're putting in keywords: lazy Susan, high quality wood cutting board made from beautiful maple wood with resin. Here's the measurements. You're basically telling them everything they need to know right here. So Great job. Keep that up and keep populating products. And you had it so that if someone clicks on order online, wonderful. They're brought right to the e-commerce page where they can buy it, which I love. So that you get 5 gold stars from me for doing that. That's awesome. I want to definitely see, like, how many products do you think you have? How many SKUs?
When I put them into Facebook and Instagram, it was like 142.
So obviously choose your best ones, your top
Yeah.
sellers.
Well, that's why I started with those 3. I'm going with my high end ones first.
But if you get into a mode where you've got the photo, you have it all saved in a folder, you're uploading the photo, copying and pasting the description, adding the link. I mean, you can knock out 5 or 10 in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Quick. The more you're doing, the better. The reason being, Google My Business has direct searches, right? Where people are searching for your brand name or your address. You don't have an address in this case, or discovery searches where they're searching for your business category and or a product or service you have. So the more products you have, the more SEO benefit you have of showing up with your profile. Definitely worth it. Questions and answers. So when you get into your Google Business dashboard, you're not going to see questions and answers. It only lives on this knowledge card, on the business profile, when someone searches for you. So what you want to do is you can go in here, you can be signed in on your milkhousegifts.com email address and still click on ask a question and type in, do you do custom orders? So look, once people are typing in that question, it's automatically grabbing from your reviews. Their customer service, which is off. This is not helpful. Well, custom touches, yes, there you go. But I'm going to post that question. Done. So now when I refresh the page, I'll refresh it once more. We should be showing one question right here. Do you do custom orders? You can go in and answer those. So take your top 5 or 10 frequently asked questions. I want you to ask them and then answer them and use it as an SEO opportunity again. Okay. That too, another signal, more points for Google profile.
Sorry. Yeah. One of the questions we get asked, and I'm sure I could word it to be SEO helpful, but one of the questions we get asked is like how to take care of them.
Yeah.
So is talking about that okay? Because it's more talking about the oils we use, but I'm still going to be mentioning like the wood products.
By all means, you should be. I mean, that right there, that's content for days. It's email content, it's social media content, it's a blog post, and now it's also questions and answers. How do I take care of my wood cutting board? How do I take care of my charcuterie board? You could ask the same question in 5 different ways and just recommend, here's the polish we recommend, here's how to do it. In between, use soap and water and air dry it.
Now we do have a blog on how to take care of it. I have a blog writer that helps me out.
Awesome.
And so if I was answering that, could I say answer it, but then say for more information, refer to.
Yeah, jump to our website or jump to the blog. In the questions box, I don't know that you can have a link. You're only allowed to link in products and posts from what I know.
Okay.
I might be totally wrong, but just you can still put the link in there and say copy and paste this. So test it and see if it shows up. I've never done it. Or just say visit our blog on the website and you'll see the information. So pop those questions in, try to get to 10. If you can do more, do more. The cool thing is the questions will be sorted eventually. So if someone likes the question or the answer, they can like it. Then it's getting into social proof. So people are liking it up so that the more relevant questions are showing up.
Okay.
Okay. Then we've got your description. So here again, you don't take out the LLC. You don't need the LLC.
Okay.
But Milkhouse Gifts is owned and operated by husband and wife, Ryan and Dale Pellerin. So great. You've got a good story in there. One thing you can do too is just mention, hey, this is a passion project. We still have full-time jobs or we're still doing everything. So if you do contact us, please know we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Okay.
It looks like, did you update this too to mention Father's Day since we've got it coming up?
So I did a lot of these edits a couple weeks ago, so it was perfect timing.
Gotcha. I would even say, obviously it's good for Father's Day. I would even say, for Mother's Day, Father's Day, blah, blah, blah. So mention Mother's Day too. And then we've got, sometimes the business profile will show your profiles from around the web. There's no way to dictate why Google would show that or not.
Okay.
Here we've got your wooden cutting board. So what you did.
I did it as events when I was first learning how to use Google My Business years ago. I was told, and this could be wrong for now, but I was told in order to keep a post up there for a little bit, do it as an event.
Yep. It definitely. So here's where, when we're talking about the good place again, right? We've got this idea that you can create a post and it would live, forever. You could have it be until the end of the year and then it's going to live till the end of the year. But what Google would like to see is that you're posting once a week, if not more. Okay. So you want to get into a habit, like you can do it as an event, but really more so, I would do a product post. That way it gives you more information. You can put in the price of the product. You can still link to it and everything. That would probably behoove you better. This is more of like, if someone's really busy and they want to have it live for 3 weeks, but you're not getting that benefit of the points that you need.
Got it. Okay.
So there you go.